Okay, athletes, on your marks.
Socialising. Actually, if I can, and I don't want to pay any disrespect to our ladies' race, but I just happen to have Chris Gordon here. And it would be remiss of me not to get a little bit of mic time with him. Now, Chris, I have it on very good authority from our umpiring guru that you are a 7-time AFL Grand Final umpire. Is that correct?
You got the stats right, yep.
Fantastic. I'm going to assume boundary.
Boundary umpire, yep, the silly stuff.
And just retired, is that correct?
Just retired, so I'm living the happy life. I don't know why I did this to myself and run around the track race, but it's a great event with great organisers and I had a great time, so that's the main thing.
Absolutely fantastic. I will ask one more question. I have to do this. Out of the grand finals that you've done, which one has been the one, the atmosphere, the close, which one's been the best grand final that you've had a crack at?
I think the one just recently, so 23, Collingwood Brisbane, unbelievable game.
4 points, was a tight one.
Yep.
Magpie Ferals at the end?
Absolutely, always, but I had a great day. It was absolutely amazing.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much for your time, Chris, and thank you for coming and running the 5K Frenzy. So back to our race now once again. Certainly no remiss to our female runners, but it's not every day you speak to a person who's been to the big dance 7 times. So our penultimate race here is our female 5K Frenzy, and we've got a pretty stacked field here. Chris Gordon. Ben McDonald's over there and Simon Blight. In Station 1, Claire Johnson from the Ballarat Harriers. In Station 3, Zoe Woods from Melbourne University. Olivia Beaton from Ballarat YC with her teammate Sarah Tucker, also from Ballarat YC. Eden Hill from Albury Athletics. Catherine Dowie from Eureka. So lots of Ballarat athletes, I should say. Young Abby Reid, another 15-year-old in the field for this race from Bendigo Uni. Eliza Lepere from Ballarat YC. Yasmin Hayes in Station 10 from South Bendigo. Great to see Yasmin Hayes back. She used to have some absolutely fantastic races with my daughter. And Taryn Folletti, also from South Bendigo in Aletta, another one who would race my daughter. I tell you what, they're running a little bit better than her at the moment. She's just coming back from a stressy. So we've got a lot of Ballarat athletes in the field, and it's fantastic that they've made the trip over. Looks like Catherine Dowie going through there, and Eliza Lepere from Ballarat YC. I'm sure they've had many battles over the cross-country season in their clubs. I have a feeling they might run together with the Ballarat region team, where we've got a big group here, and my goodness me, they are stacked to the rafters. Oh, a bit of rubbing. Rubbing is racing, but I tell you what, there's a bit going on there. Hopefully they'll sort it out as they come around. Looks like a couple of Ballarat YC athletes in there. Young Abby Reid from Bendigo University. And Claire Johnson from the Ballarat Harriers there as well. So that is a group to watch. There's some quality athletes in there. Our 2 front runners in Dowie and Lepere look like they've cleared out from the rest of the field and are chasing a fast time. But our 3rd place getter, well, at this stage, it's going to be pretty tight back there. So Dowie coming through under the 10, a little bit of applause. She's after a time. There's no doubt about that. She hasn't worried about just winning this race. She's looking at that clock. And I hope it has a nice number on it for you. Lepere through as well. Catherine Dowie is running some sort of race at the moment here. So Tucker, Folletti, Johnson, Reed, Beaton. I reckon that might be, just missed there. Our Albury athlete there is Eden Hill. So that is really, really tightly bunched. I think Tucker just sitting out the front there, and the rest are just happy to sit behind at the moment. Just waiting, just wondering who's going to bust out of that pack and really just try and string that group out. But it looks like Sarah Tucker at the moment has been sent out the front to do all the work, and the rest are quite content with Folletti, Johnson and Reed just sitting right behind, although now there is a bit of a gap with Johnson moving up. Catherine Dowie gets a rousing applause as she comes through. Her eyes are firmly fixed on that clock, so she is after a mark of some description. 6 minutes on the clock now. One more lap to that 2K split. We'd imagine that'll be somewhere around 7:20, 7:30. Looks like she's wheeling at least 80-second laps, 85, somewhere around there. And Tucker's still doing the work here with Folletti and Johnson. That's Yaz Hayes in the black there, just behind Abby Reed. Olivia Beaton there, as is Eden Hill just at the back. So no damage done to any of those athletes. They're all just sitting there quite comfortably. Dowie is long gone. She's about 150 metres ahead of this field. And Eliza Lapierre is trapped in, well, for lack of a better word, no man's land. She's about 60 metres behind Dowie, and she's about 80 metres ahead of the rest of the field. So she's still running quite well. She's quite content to be out there by herself. It's a bit of a solo run, something that I think all distance runners are used to. It's very unusual on a track. So Catherine Dowie through the 2K in 7:15, if you don't mind. Goodness me, that is some sort of pace. Eliza Lapierre goes through 17.5. So that's very similar, I think, to our time in the in Heat 2 of the Frenzy, I believe. Oh, I tell you what, we've got things broken up here. They've come under the tent, and the two Ballarat girls in Tucker and Johnson, as well as Folletti, have completely separated from this other group.
Because there it is, 8, and it's all written down for you.
Oh, Bill True, every time he comes over, he's got pearls of wisdom. He has kindly pointed out to me that Claire Johnson, who is running with Taryn Folletti and Sarah Tucker at the moment, is also a major candidate to break a track record and take another $100 off the Bendigo Harriers. In fact, Claire Johnson holds the 40-plus women's track record here at Bendigo. And I know that because I commentated the race that she broke it in. That's right. Last year at the 5K Frenzy, Claire Johnson broke the 40-plus record running 18 minutes and 10 seconds. So I wonder if she's come back to have another go at breaking it. We'll keep an eye on that. Catherine Dowie is obviously on a mission. Eliza Lapierre is going very, very well, but the next watch is on Claire Johnson if she can break that 40-plus record that she set last year, as her and Tucker start to move away from Folletti. Yaz Hayes at the back there, Abby Reed just sitting comfortably, and we've got the Albury runner in Hill and the other YC girl in Olivia Beaton there just at the front. But there has been some major damage. They've dropped right off. And now Folletti looks like she's getting dropped by Tucker and Johnson. So this race has been broken all apart in one lap. Here comes Dowie through again. Absolutely on the tear. Keep it going, Catherine. It's tough out there by yourself. It's her versus the clock. It can't be fun running into that wind, but I bet the back straight's fun. So heading into the back straight now, she's opened up a massive lead. It's pushed out to about 120 metres. Lepere now, the face is just starting to show signs of stress. 10.5 on the clock. And we're looking now for Tucker and Johnson. And it's almost like Tucker's been given the pacing duties and said, Claire, just hang on to me and we'll get you another $100 and we'll buy some frothies on the way back to Geelong. Folletti hanging tough. Beaten there. Reed. Hill. Yaz Hayes with that very, very familiar style, struggling at the back, but don't worry, that girl's got some guts. I've watched her race since she was about 8 years old and she never gives up. Our current open track record is 16 minutes and 8 seconds. My math might be a little off, but I'll tell you what, Catherine Dowie might be a very, very good chance to break the open track record set by Olympian Ali Pashley, if you don't mind, in the 5K Frenzy a couple of years ago. So we might have a couple of record watches on two athletes in this field. One of them's just gone past the finish line in Claire Johnson for the 40 plus, but Catherine Dowie is having a huge run out there. Eden Hill hanging tough there on the back of Reed and Beaton. Hayes has fallen off, but she's still going fine. So Dowie must be in the front straight now. 12.5 minutes on the clock. And she is running some sort of race. 3 laps to go, and I tell you what, my numbers are suggesting that 16:08 is on the cards for Catherine Dowie. Imagine knocking off a track record by an Olympian, no doubt. Don't worry about that. Tane Lang's just got a big smile. He's like, absolutely, Brett. What a phenomenal run that would be. I should have come out and had a run myself. That's what Tane Lang is thinking, just behind me. Lepere goes through. Still on track for a very, very nice time. Tucker and Johnson can't be far behind. But there is a gap that's opened up. Claire Johnson's fallen off. Tucker fighting with everything she's got. 3 laps to go. 18:10 is still on the cards, Claire. Look at that clock. You've got this. 3 laps. Come on. Taryn Folletti fighting tough, looking fantastic as always as Reed takes over here. Reed takes over from Beaton. Hill still there. That's going to be a fantastic race over these last 3. Hayes coming through to get 3. But Dowie up the front straight again. This is going to be 2 laps to go. Oh, 14. She's got to make it round in even money. 60-second laps. It's probably going to be a bit tight, but gee whiz, she's put up a heck of a run riding solo. 2 laps to go for Catherine Dowie. Come all the way over from Ballarat to get a race, and she is putting on a show for us here. Light's starting to take effect. It's getting a bit dark here now. The wind is still up. Beautiful conditions out there for running apart from the wind. The temperature, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. Lepere goes through with 2 to go, and we'll see where Tucker is. Tucker is making ground on Lepere here. She's probably going to run out of laps, but she is definitely getting closer. Johnson with 2 to go. 15 minutes on the clock. 18:10 is the time to beat. So we've got 2 laps. Oh, this is on. We need an 800 in 3 minutes. Come on, Claire. You can do this again. Reed holding. Beaton and Hill. We've got a ding-dong here. Come on, Abby Reed. Let's go. Mum standing anxiously at the end of the tent there, just waiting for her to come past. Here comes Catherine Dowie. 1 lap to go. That record's going to elude her unless she can pull out a 48-second lap. It might be a little bit hard, but I'll tell you what, I'd be happy to finish second behind an Olympian any day of the week. So Catherine Dowie with about 300 metres to run. She's put the foot down in a big, big way. Still in the 15s. This is an unbelievable run. She is tearing down the back straight. The clock has just ticked over 16 minutes now. 250 metres to run. She's going to go sub 17 here. This will be an amazing run from Catherine Dowie. 200 metres to go. About 16:10 on the clock. Tucker gets the bell. Too far behind Lepere for second, but she's going to clinch third without a problem at all. I think the real race is coming in the next pack, but we turn our attention back to Dowie for the time being. About 100 metres to go. Johnson. Oh, you've got this, Claire. You've got this in the bag. 1 lap to go, 100 seconds. We'll get you home. She checks the watch. She's got it. Abby Reed has moved away. 1 lap to go, Ab. Come on, time to grind. Hill and Beaton not going away. Dowie gets the finish line. 16:47 if you don't mind. What a phenomenal run. Lepere up the front straight. No, it's Yaz Hayes. Lepere will be there somewhere. Yaz will get the bell. Here comes Eliza Lepere up the front. 17:14, 17:15. That is a phenomenal run. I hope she's happy with that one. Tucker won't be too far behind, but surely Claire Johnson is the one we're focused on now. 18 minutes and 10 seconds is the current track record. Is she going to take another $100 off the Harriers? 17:40 on the clock. Where is she? She's in the front straight. She's got 30 seconds up her sleeve. Abby Reed's going to get past her at the end, and a great run there from Abby. But it's all about a new 40-plus track record for Claire Johnson. Reed finishes in 17:52, but yet another track record and another $100 for Claire Johnson here at the 5K Frenzy. Absolutely phenomenal racing. Hill crosses the line. Beaton, who did all the work for that pack, she now crosses a line. 18 minutes and change. Yaz Hayes can't be far away. Yaz Hayes is going to go sub 19 minutes, which is an absolutely fantastic run. But Catherine Dowie and Claire Johnson have put on an absolute show here tonight. Well done to Yaz, 18:46.